Hello everyone. Welcome to the Syed School. Let's create a VPC endpoint. We will create gateway endpoint for the service S3. Let's go to the VPC. Now going to the endpoint section. Clicking on create endpoint. We can give a tag to this endpoint which is optional. Scrolling down to types. We see other applications of endpoints here, however, we will focus on endpoints for AWS services as of now. Selecting AWS services and scrolling down. Choosing the S3 service within this region. It's important to remember that VPC endpoints are region-specific, allowing private communication only within the same region. Recognizing the two endpoint types, interface and gateway, we will now proceed to create a gateway endpoint. This action will result in the addition of a prefix list to the associated route table. Scrolling down. Selecting a VPC and scrolling down. Selecting a route table and scrolling down. We see full access and custom access policy here. Full access grants all principals within your VPC unrestricted access to all resources and actions of the service via the endpoint. Custom access allows you to define specific permissions, controlling which principals can perform which actions on particular resources of the service through the endpoint. Clicking on Create Endpoint, we see that the endpoint is created. We see the endpoint ID, type and status here. Let's check the endpoint details here. We see the VPC ID and the service to which this endpoint is associated. In this section, you can manage route tables, tags, and the endpoint policy, as well as delete the endpoint. Let's navigate to the Route Tables tab now and verify that the route containing the S3 service prefix list has been added. Going to the route table ID associated to this endpoint. Let's check the routes of this table. Among the three routes, the initial one is destined for the S3 service prefix list, and its target is the endpoint. Consequently, all traffic directed towards the S3 service will be routed via the gateway endpoint. We will now click on the prefix list to view its entries. Clicking on Prefix List ID for details. We see list name here. Let's scroll down for prefix list entries. The prefix list displays a collection of IP address ranges specifically allocated to the Amazon S3 service within this AWS region. These IP addresses are the public endpoints that S3 uses to serve data and handle requests in this geographical area. By associating this prefix list with the gateway endpoint in our route table, we ensure that traffic destined for these public S3 IPs is privately routed within the AWS network, bypassing the public internet. Let us now proceed to delete the endpoint we have created. Moving to the Endpoints section. Clicking on Actions and then Delete VPC Endpoint. Typing delete to confirm deletion. Clicking on Delete. Endpoint deleted successfully. That's all, folks. See you soon. Take care.